fine piece of equipment that they'll be sitting in.
So the lineup there: Florian Ridi from Switzerland, 23 years of age in lane 1. Goretti, the experienced Italian, well, certainly with Rio experience, 32 years of age. We'll talk through them. There's Ridi in lane 1. 2 Swiss scullers in this race. And Ridi at 23 is the youngest of them. Goretti, well, we talked about his experience, 32 years of age, and in that lightweight men's 4, just missed out on a medal in the Paralympic Games. Here's the man of the moment, Jason Osborne from the Mainzer Club. Dominated the event in Belgrade. Michael Schmidt, Swiss sculler who Osborne beat in Belgrade. Schmidt is 30 years of age. The second German, Jonathan Rommelmann, really competitive. He's coached by Carsten Tim, and 23 years of age. Slightly younger than Osborne from the Krefelder Club. James Lasher from New Zealand's, of course. James Lasher was in the New Zealand 8s last year in the Rio Olympics. The lightweight 4 finished 5th, and we're just coming up for the start. So a lot of experience all round in this race.
Yeah, a lot of experience, and again, a lovely start from all the boats. Just great being used effectively, connection being made to the water, and these fine sculling boats getting up to speed quickly. And as we said, Jason Osborne in the black German boat number 3, getting away well as we have a look in here at Michael Schmidt from Switzerland, 4th in Sarasota last year. But here is, as you said, Martin, the man of the moment, Jason Osborne, has been commanding this race so far this year.
I was doing commentary on him in Belgrade, and I was so struck by his sculling style. His blades are so close at the front end, and the boat is so flat. I wonder what you make of it, Greg.
Well, it is a really quick connection. Those blades disappear so quickly, and he's efficient on this really lovely smooth water in the start area. It's almost perfect racing conditions. It looks quick. I mean, it looks dynamic, but he's not kicking the boat back, and he's so lean that there's no body weight to be thrown around. So yeah, great connection, great sculling.
And there's got to be some reason that, you know, in this very competitive event where all these guys weighing at pretty much the same event, he is, what, about 3 seconds up at the moment, 38 strokes a minute, just looking peerless. He's just so connected. I just love that front end, because he goes out and his blades are in the water. You don't even know he's put the blades in the water. I mean, what is he doing around that front end? It's dynamic and technically efficient.
Well, it is timing, isn't it? It's timing. Like any sport done well, the timing just seems to flow, and you know, it's almost like he drops the blades and then he picks it up with his foot. It's like kicking a ball, just dropping it out of your hand and then picking it up with your foot. But then it's not you're kicking it hard, you're kicking it smoothly and softly and accelerating the boat away.
So conditions not quite as quick as when these men raced in the semi-finals earlier. Osborne went through the 500 in 1:37. This time it's 1:39. But it's a decent lead to the second place sculler, the Italian Martino Goretti, 2.5 seconds behind. But it's very close, isn't it, between Schmidt there, over there in lane 4, Michael Schmidt, and second German sculler, Jonathan Rommelmann. I mean, he will know Osborne's a fast starter, Greg, and the Krefelder sculler will want to get back through the second half of the race.
Well, it's the way Jason Osborne wants it, that he can be out in front, and we see the Swiss sculler here, Michael Schmidt, in the race.
That's Florian Radi, actually, that one.
Sorry, good spot, thank you, Martin. Florian Radi here. Over here at the top of the picture, in lane 1, taking a look to his left and seeing the field just slipping away from him as Jason Osborne sees the race he wants, other people fighting it out for silver. But I like the way the Italian's keeping with him. Lots of stroke rate. I mean, there's plenty of strokes going in from the Italian sculler there, Goretti.
Well, Goretti was in the lightweight men's quad, the Italian quad, that got rowed out of a bronze medal in a race won by the French in Sarasota last year. And we'll see the lightweight men's quad shortly. But Goretti is there, and I think Osborne will be aware of him, because I think Goretti has taken a bit of distance out of him in this second quarter, Greg.
I think he has taken a bit of distance out of him, and I expect no let-up from Italian racing in a tailwind conditions like this. That stroke rate's going to stay high, it's going to stay right on him, and not let Osborne settle for any kind of a clear water lead here.
Great to see James Lasher, the Kiwi. We're looking at Michael Schmidt there, the fastest Swiss sculler. He was in this event last year, where he finished 4th, just out of a medal. It was such a competitive event. Of course, won by Paul O'Donovan, the Irish single sculler. And Michael Schmidt, well, by rights, thought he should have won a medal, but he's making inroads into Osborne now. Rommelmann's making inroads, Goretti's making inroads, and Osborne sat out. He's still got clear water though, Greg, as we're going to come up, well, close to the 1500 metre. We haven't got a shot at James Lasher, such a talented athlete in the New Zealand 8 as last year. There's Osborne. Maybe
yeah, Osborne just taking a look around him there. It's, I mean, I don't know if it looks, would the word be frenetic or panicked?
No, I think his legs.
Like he's quite settled onto something that's.
He's on his legs.
As much control as it could be.
He'll hold that, but the question is, you know, as he goes through, what's going to happen in the last 500 metres? So he really knows he's in a race. Everyone knows Jason Osborne's tactics, and well, he needs to throw in something in the last quarter, because I think Schmidt can throw in something like a 145, 146 last 500. I think Osborne has really got to throw something in to get that speed down to that level. So is that enough distance that the fast-starting German has got, coming with 500 metres to go? I think that's a question mark.
I think it's likely to be enough, but it's certainly not done. We can see the times coming through there. The Swiss sculler's been more than a second quicker than him in that third 500. And if he was to be a second and a half quicker than him in this last 500, he'd be right there beside him.
So now's the question of what Osborne has got. Oh, look, he's opened out. That is impressive, Greg. Look what he's done there. He saw Schmidt come back. He just sat there and he thought, right, this is where I'm going to win the race. And he's gone for the finish now. So
well, he was the quickest in the first 500, wasn't he? And then in the second 2 500s, he's not been the quickest boat on the course. Now what he's looking to do is see if he can be the quickest again in the last 500, which would demonstrate a real control of the event.
So what's Schmidt got to answer it? I don't think he's got too much in his locker bag. I think Osborne was keeping his powder dry from the semi-finals earlier today, where he posted a 147. He did what he needed to in that event. Schmidt posted a 145 to win his semi. Oh, look at that. That's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, the gap's getting bigger now, isn't it? That he's done a lovely job of now picking up the boat speed. You can see it on that speed meter. He's clearly the quickest boat on the course. And really, the race here is now for the silver medal.
Beautiful sculler. He's got a British father, German mother. Very much German, though, in his outlook. And this is the second World Cup medal from 2 for Jason Osborne. Rommelmann sprinting on this side, trying to get past Goretti. Don't think he's going to do it. Schmidt. Oh, Schmidt's just lost a blade there. Will Goretti take advantage of it? No, I think Schmidt had just done enough. Goretti takes the bronze. Rommelmann just misses out, and James Lasher from New Zealand will finish, I guess, in 5th place. There was his bow.
So what a good race from Jason Osborne. I quite like that he controlled the first 500 hugely, and then he just sat on it, really, didn't he? Through the second 500 and the third 500. And then when the time came, he just closed the door on everyone, said thanks very much, and took another length off the field.
There's Florian Rady, the Swiss second sculler. Great job he did getting through to this A final. And we'll shortly see Osborne in the middle of the race. Beautiful poise. See the legs. The legs take plenty of time to complete the drive phase. Goretti, slightly shorter stroke. There's Osborne coming up to the finish. And Mainzer Sculler. That hurt, but he loved it. Confirmation 6:52, decent time in these conditions. Schmidt just over a length behind, Goretti close behind Schmidt, and Rommelmann just missing out on the bronze medal.